Hey, what's up, Oilers fans, and welcome on in to the first ever Oilers Roundup hosted by yours truly, Dominick Lorenz. Now, you're probably sitting at home saying, what the heck is the Oilers Roundup? Well, for the last 2.5 months, I've had the great privilege of getting to know these Huntington Beach players and coaches, and I wanted to allow you, the fans, to peel back the curtain a little bit and get to know them in a little more depth. So every once in a while, I'll have a player or a coach come on in. We'll sit and chat for a little bit of an interview to talk about season performances, team mentality, and have a little fun as well with some rapid-fire questions. So to kick things off here in the first episode of the Oilers Roundup, I had a chance to sit down with Oilers varsity senior catcher, first baseman, and third baseman, Ralph Velazquez, talking about his entire high school career, as well as the future at Arizona State or even potentially Major League Baseball. So fans, sit back and relax and enjoy my interview here on episode number 1 with Ralph Velazquez. Hey everybody, and welcome on in. Ralph Velazquez here with me. Ralph, how are we doing today?
Doing great, feeling good. Nice day for baseball. It's gonna be a good day. Senior day too.
Hey, you can't complain about that. Baseball and sunshine, it's always a fantastic combination. But Ralph, you have been on this Huntington Beach Oilers squad now. You're a senior day. What is it like? Take me through day one to present day right now. What has this whole journey been like for you in high school?
Yeah, so it's been great. Coach Madure, since I was 8th grade, since I came to watch my first game, sitting right over there, it was insane. Seeing the field, the best field I think in the U.S. I'm being serious for high school. It's so sick. I love it, and just to play here for 4 years, it's crazy. I love this place.
You know, Ralph has been an incredible player. I've been through the minor league system, college system. This guy is top-notch. Absolutely. A fantastic career. We're going to get into all that future stuff in a little bit, but take me through this season. What have you liked about your game so far this year, not just offensively, but behind the plate catching as well? What are your takes so far, pros, and maybe even things to improve on in the future as well?
Yeah, I feel like my game has improved a bunch. My hitting, my defense, my speed too. People have been surprised with my speed. But I just say work on everything. Work on hitting, catching, and speed. You can never be perfect at something. You just got to keep working hard at it and to get to that perfect. But no one's perfect, so just keep working hard at all those aspects of your game.
And a couple weeks ago, when we were at the Boris Classic, you and I had a chance before the game against Mater Dei, and we chatted, and you were talking about opposite field approach. That's what you really wanted to work on. You did that well in that game, and what did it lead to? A massive home run in the 7th inning of that contest. Is that just a theory that you have, or just something you go about, work opposite way, and naturally things will come?
Yeah, I went to area codes this year, and I had the fastest hand speed out of the whole class of 2023 from bat to ball for hands, and it was number 1 in the class. And when I start trying to pull the ball, my hands are so fast, so I get in the end of the bat a lot. So in my head, I got to think to hit this ball oppo, so I can let my hands work and trust my hands.
See, you don't get this very often from 17-year-olds across the country. The mentality is already at the major league levels, and that's what's so great about Ralph Velazquez. But before we talk about college in the future, got to have a little fun here. We got to have some rapid-fire questions. We got to know a little bit about Ralph Velazquez here, okay?
Cool.
Okay, here we go. If you're on a desert island or a tropical island, wherever you feel most comfortable, what is the one food, meal, or snack that you got to have with you at all times?
I am saying sushi.
Oh,
Love sushi.
Brad Grinlinger said the same exact thing.
Really?
So something about sushi here in Huntington Beach that the players got to love here and there. Now, amongst the entire 2023 senior class, who would you trust if you needed advice on math homework?
On math homework, I am going to say my buddy Brian Trujillo, because I trust in Brian. Me and him aren't the strongest in math. We always ask Coach Rue for help, but Brian, because we work hard with Coach Rue, so I'd say that.
Hey, you math, science, every subject these high schoolers got to deal with. And then lastly here for these fun little questions. In Major League Baseball, is there a player you cannot take your eyes off of right now that's currently playing the game? You look at them as a catcher, or first baseman, or third baseman, or even just a hitter. Who do you love watching in Major League Baseball right now?
Juan Soto. He reminds me a lot of him.
Are you going to do a little Soto shuffle? You want to do your impression of a Soto shuffle right now?
I don't know if you've been seeing the games, but I do a Soto shuffle.
He does. I got to admit, he does have a little Soto shuffle. I saw it a couple times at the Boris Classic, and I did call it out in the best way possible, folks. I promise you, best way possible. Now, looking forward to the future, we've already talked about it a little bit. You've committed to Arizona State, and I know there's rumblings of a lot of potential Major League Baseball scenarios? I know maybe you can't get into too much things right now, but talk to me about, at least let's start with Arizona State. What, moved you to Arizona State? What really got your attention and say, wow, being a Sun Devil would be amazing?
Yeah, I've loved going to Arizona since I was little. My travel teams, I've gone to play at Arizona. The ball flies in Arizona. I love it. So picking a college is pretty easy. Going there, I love the campus, love all the MLB talent they've had out of there, and it was a great choice.
And Arizona State in the Pac-12 would be lucky to have Ralph Velazquez. Now, if you are lucky enough to be drafted in Major League Baseball this summer, what would be, your first initial instincts of that right off the bat? And what would be the first thing you say to Major League Baseball if you were drafted?
I'm ready. I'm ready to go and play some baseball. MLB, I feel like, is going to be a stepping stone for me. My end goal is to be a Hall of Famer and put up Hall of Fame numbers.
You can't get any better than that. It's straightforward. It's to the point. Ralph Velazquez just knows what he wants. He knows that he's going to go out and get it, and he's done it all season long. Before we go, one last thing. For the entire coaching staff, what would be your final message to them as you play your final games here in the regular season? We got playoff baseball. We got to lock down the Sunset Surf League today. What would you say to your coaching staff if they were standing right here that has helped guided you throughout this high school career?
I love you guys, and I wouldn't be where I am today without you guys, and that's the honest truth.
Absolutely. Can't say it better than Ralph Velazquez here. Awesome guy. Thank you so much for taking the time on being on here on the Oilers Roundup. I'm the voice of the Oilers, Dominick Lorenz. This is Ralph Velazquez. Until the next time, go Oilers, and this is the Oilers Roundup.